A Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go see! Monsters!
Illusion shattered! Into the wind. There is no escape. One with nature. Shine down.
This monster was lurking near the lamp. There's something huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? Oh, we better take it with us.
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flintz's voice? Did you hear that? Right. Is that really him? Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Sos. Yamalunde katse silvoram kalun. Persevi kestun.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first.
Tutoni nektorai desnevite.
You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now! It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with...
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily... Might I ask what magic that was? And
Why did Abyssal Power...
I sensed a power. I freely confess. Afterwards, I wound... It was only recently that they...
Is that what Rarer Clean belonged to him? That must be what he's after, then!
I concur. And here's the... But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, alas, he has proved most fixated upon this. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think were our places switched, would you discard it?
Yeah.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come. Though I shan't deny that I have your Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must... I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though? Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they...
Were he to use it, that device...
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rarir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. He often wondered if it was because in truth, everyone had nothing but the higher-ups would think, whereas his subordinates would think. Wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerear's head.
Oh,
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this?
could Rarer be angry?
Could you? We shall just have to...
The wind knows me.
Born of ice and frost.
There is no escape! Into the wind. Time to get fallen leaves. Adorn my night!
God! Focus! All hail!
The mortal plane of fleeting dream.
Retribution! I suppose this will do.
No touching!
The wind knows me.
Born of ice and frost. Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness. Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a...
Yeah. Guess...
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we gotta trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosey's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. See you later.
For now, please keep the
Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud!
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window, as I thought. You're both
The perks of being...
Your composure is more impressive still. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited, after all. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major.
To sow chaos by...
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full... He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no... Well... When we fought, he seemed like quite a...
Oh, if we can't get in... Oh, the longer we're stuck...
I'm not well versed in machine.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers, it doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for but the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it has a...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise.
That's right.
You mean him?
We had a short chat with him.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies. We are investigating a certain...
Sosi. You know what? Forget it.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days. His mechanical arms. As such, they... And I understood. And eventually, the parts are...
You've provided us. We can't make every...
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks.
Good night.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while 8 days ago, with the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a... Perhaps his mastery of...
You're saying... Still seems like there's a...
This also... But how would that help assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies? Firing the cannon were...
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes. I'd say it is high time we took... We'll have to fight Rerir eventually.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. My colleagues have... That would be good.
Phew, back inside.
Had you already sensed the I see. Fortunate then that...
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this...
Yeah!
Your deductions have... You know humans well. But some things that
So...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance.
We've heard some scattered...
I once turned my heart toward humanity. And thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And
Is that what why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps, but I was freshly awoken. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exact. Well, I believe it. Nonetheless. Tomorrow I shall go and...
Well, you need us to get you where...
Oh, I'll...
Can you even...
Thanks for the reminder. And even if someone is...
All right, then. We'll...
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this...
Paimon's lips are sealed.
All right.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
It's getting late.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now. It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either. Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Teyvat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face. Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh? So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, pause. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What pipe?
All right then. Let's have this discussion. I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a Wild Hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rerir now.
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So, was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite? Or what?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Sosi and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident. Oh, why?
Our lab could certainly.
In other words,
Lightkeeper operations have just a. Meanwhile,
then we best act fast.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
there are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with.
Works for me. Enough and I will.
The Curatorium.
And we, Frostmoon Saya.
Never mind you.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragment.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now.
Gotcha. Stay safe.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
We're way behind schedule.
Use the force off.
Illusion shattered! One with nature.
Resistance is futile. Save yourself the pain.
Into the wind.
Intel. Send.
I suppose this will do.
Evil shall be dispersed.
Wish me luck.
the show begin. Access denied. For Rex Lapis.
Shine down! Absurd! One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me. Illusion! Inazuma shines eternal!
Born of ice and frost. I'll protect us.
Shine down! It's fine. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Access denied. Born of ice and frost. Blaze over.
Illusion shattered! One with nature.
Let the show begin.
There is no escape! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Clouds high. The birds call!
No touching!
The wind knows me.
All hail!
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
No! I'll protect us. La 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 la. Access denied.
That hurts! The wind knows me. There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Clouds high. The birds call! Illusion shattered! One with nature.
Blaze over. No touching.
The wind knows me.
I'm a little low on energy. I must press.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. There is no escape. One with nature.
Born of ice and frost.
Now you shall perish.
No touching.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Next on the agenda.
Hello there, traveler. Fancy running into you here. I was just out patrolling the area, cleaning up a spot of wild hunt unpleasantness. And now here you are. This is quite a ways from town, and the area's teeming with monsters and the wild hunt. If you need me to escort you back, I'd be more than happy to oblige. Ah, I see. In that case, I'd better not distract you. Well said. And I have witnessed your skills already. But it would be rude not to make the offer, having found you alone in the wilderness. Anyway, I'd best be going. If you do find yourself in need of help, you know where to find me. I'll always be ready to answer when you come knocking on my door.